Hello, I'm Dr. Zimmerman and I'm going to talk about the ZimberLab Block Builder. This is a standalone building system that allows very fast and easy building construction. You build by placing complete rooms together and they all snap directly in place on a 0.5 meter grid. Texturing goes very fast as well, like you will texture all walls of a room in one go. The system is specifically aimed at applying seamless textures in-world. It's not possible to create textures in an external editor for this system. There are no UV or AO maps delivered. Another advantage is the low land impact compared to the more classic building systems. This is, well, I don't think you can get much lower than what we have here. One really needs to understand the building method, the approach toward building with this system. You cannot jump in the middle and try to find your way from there. You will get stuck very fast. At the beginning, it's really important to learn how the system works. And once you do, well, you can get up to speed and building will go very, very fast and easy. There are certainly some limitations working with a system like this because you have to go with the available parts. In the basic set here, there are about 800 different parts, so a lot of the options are covered. Still, at some point, it will be a bit like a block puzzle where you have to puzzle your rooms together. The basic size of a block is 4 by 4 meters, and all parts consist of a certain amount of blocks. We have this platform here with a checkerboard where you can see the blocks by 4 by 4 meters, and you can immediately see how many blocks a room take. A room typically looks like this. There are no exterior walls on a room. You only have the interior. But you should not care about this. You have the blue outline here that shows where you have walls. Use this as a guide when building. And there's an orange outline at the portal steps where you will connect portals. Why there are no exterior walls? Well, because it's just half walls, in fact. When I'm going to place another room next to this one, like that, the two will make up a complete wall, like this. There are two exceptions to this. The first one is when there's a wall with windows. The system considers windows always leading towards the outside, and so an exterior wall is attached here. You will notice the blue line is twice as thick as with the regular walls. Second exception are the exterior portal parts. The regular portals are meant for connections interior, and then we have these specific parts with portals that leads towards the outside, and those will have an exterior wall attached as well. I've opened a bunch of textures to quickly demonstrate how texturing go. You just have to drop your texture on a wall and the whole room will be textured at once. Same goes to the floor, like this. So if you have good seamless textures, it's really a piece of cake to texture your room. You just drop it on and you get immediately result. All the parts are delivered with ratios presets, as you can see here. This is how they all are delivered. Next to the rooms, there are a few other part types in the set. First of all, we have the corridor parts to build corridors. This is a 2-block straight one, a 1-block straight one, and then here we have an end part. And then there are 3 connection parts, the cross connection, the T-split, and the turn part. Then there are also stairwell parts. Those are for creating vertical connections, shafts into your build to connect the different levels. They typically have one open side. Then there are exterior walls. We have straight ones and corner ones. Those are placed at the very end of the building process. And then there are heightened parts. The basic height of a room here is 4 meters, the size of 1 block, but you can make them higher. With these heightened parts, they go from 1 up to 4 meters that you can add. You just have to place it on top and then maybe drop the same texture. And now this room has become 6 meters in height. The set also includes portals and windows. This is one of the portals. There are 4 styles in the set, and you can place them where 2 rooms are connected by a portal, like this. Because the blue lines, normally at the end, they will set transparent, and so with these portals, if you don't use your own door portals, you can use these to cover up these sides. And then there are windows. These are versions from the ZimberLab A1 windows. Again, everything snaps in place like this. We have our windows. All aspects of the system are accessed by use of this REZZER here. At the left we have the manual. You just have to click a button and all the corresponding information is displayed on the REZZER, like this. Then here we have a training button. This leads to a step-by-step guide that is used to learn to build with the system. I will go over this in the next video. And here at the right we have our different sections. Exterior walls, exterior portals, stairwells, corridors, the different rooms. If you click one button here, you get an overview of all the parts that are within a section and some more information here at the left about this part type. And then here we have our REZZER buttons. If you found a certain room you want and you click here, the menu opens and you just have to choose what you want and it will res out in front of the REZZER here. This REZZER has a land impact currently of 172, so you will need to have some prims available for this. Also, when you res it the first time, because the scripts change owner, they will all start loading. So it's best to let them load and then take that copy back into your inventory and use that one further on. Otherwise, you will have this loading of the menus all the time. How are things organized in here? First of all rooms are organized by the size, by the amount of blocks they take. 2 by 2, 2 by 3, these are the sizes of the room in blocks. If you want to know the measurements in meters, you have to multiply this by 4. 2 by 3 would be 8 by 12 meters. We approach a room always with a smaller side on top. If they are rectangular, we have a smaller side on top, and this would be the first side. And then we go around clockwise. This is the second side, the third side, and the fourth side. This is how everything is approached and organized. If you take a look at all the rooms of 2 by 3, and the first one, the 01 here, has one portal, and it's the first portal possibility we can have. It's the most counterclockwise position on our first side. This portal will be placed here. For the next version of this room, the 02, there's a second portal added at the first possibility for this second portal being at the second block of the top side. And then this is going around. So the next versions, the second portal is at the next possibility. Here again at the second side. And if you can see how the second portal is following clockwise around the room up to here. This is the last possibility, and then we get to the next section here where the first portal is placed at the following possibility being the second block of the first side. A second portal is added again at the first possibility, and again this is going around just like that. And here first portal placed at the next possibility, second portal added, and again going around. And this, well, goes up to the last possibility where the first portal is here down at the second side. Because everything else, if I will bring the first portal here, will be a rotation of 180 degrees of something that has already happened. This can also appear within the first organization, like this room number 30. It's in fact it's a rotation of 0.9, and then it's shown like this. Okay, so we have all these A rooms, which are typically all the portal positions without windows. And then we get, for every room we have, room 0, 1A, we get the B, C, D, up to K here versions, which have windows. It's always the same portal position, but with windows added in the free walls on all the sides, in fact. There is a difference in approach. We consider smaller rooms and larger rooms. Up to 3 by 3, we have the smaller rooms up to here. And for all these, all 1 and 2 portal possibilities are covered. Same goes, by the way, for corridors. Every possibility of a window and the door is covered in corridors. But for the larger rooms, from 3 by 4 up, larger than 3 by 3, we only get a smaller amount of possibilities. Typically you get 5, with a portal in the smaller and 1 in the larger side, and then 3 double portal possibilities. And all these have a mirrored version as well. This is explained here. As you can see, the symbol means the 0.4 is mirrored, and you can find it as 0.8 in here. Okay, now how do I find a room? Well, first of all, we have to get back at this REZZER regularly. So in Firestorm, you have these camera controls. So what I do is I just save this position here, and then I can go at my build. And when I need to get back at the REZZER, I just click this button and it will bring my camera back where I was, so I can always go back to look at the REZZER. So say I want to add a room here. Say I want to add a 2 by 3 here, like this. So how do I find what I need? First of all, you need to visualize this with the first side. This would be the first side. It's the smaller side, and it's on top. And I have this portal here at the second block of my first side. So this will be what I have to look for, and say that I want a portal in this side here, which will lead to the other room. So I will need a portal on the second block of the first side, and then in the middle of the fourth side. So I go back at my REZZER. The first portal in the second block of the first side, this would be this section. So all these rooms will fit there, and I want one with a room in the a portal in the middle of the fourth side, and this would be this one. So number 18A would fit over there. I go here, I take 18A, erase it out, and bring it over here. I have to rotate it like this. Here, if I want to add a room here, say I want to add a 2 by 2, I will have to look at, this will be my first side, with the portal in the first position, and then there will be a portal down at the second position. So I go back at my REZZER, I take rooms 2 by 2, and which one I need will be the one here, 04A, 2 by 2, 04, and I bring it over here and rotate it and get it in place like this. About portal and window sizes, all portals are 1.3 meter wide and 2.8 meter high. All regular ZimberLab doors will fit in there. You might need to stretch them a little bit, but everything will fit in these sizes. For exterior portals, they come also in a larger version of 1.6 meter wide and 3 meter high. If you want like have a front door that is larger than the other ones, you can use those. For windows, they're all 2.25 meters high, but their width depends on their amount. There are 4 combinations we can have. One window, 2, 3, or one large. One window goes in one block, the width will be 2 meters. 2 windows in 2 blocks, their width is 2.5 meters. 3 windows in 3 blocks, they are 3 meters wide each. And the one large window that covers 2 blocks is 6 meters wide. The windows are not physical. In this set, the avatar cannot crawl through them.